Very nice. I think that way, this is the best way to know your team, your new team. To come here, it's a very good place. It's quiet. We have a good pitch, and the hotel is fantastic. So everything okay. The only main point on that is that we don't have our group totally. We have 5 players there with the national team in Euro, and 2 players who can need still to come to the team. So I think I'm going to feel much better when everybody is here, where we are complete. Legia, I heard many times. I think a long time ago. I don't know exactly which time, but a long time ago. And it's a big name. I'm a guy who follow football a lot, not only where I'm playing or where I'm working, but all the Europe or all the world. So I heard about it. But intensively, I started following when I had a contact with Legia, for sure. I think that I had Trabzonspor in a certain moment, Nantes. Really concrete in the end was Nottingham Forest, for sure. And I have this conscience from Saudi Arabia or Dubai. But in that moment, I was not thinking for that because I wanted to stay in Europe. And I didn't want to stay in Belgium after Anderlecht. So I wanted to go abroad. I think that was the next step that I need to think. And coming to Legia, actually I don't change too much. Okay, it's another country, it's another club, but it's a big club, same as my previous club. A club with a lot of ambition. They want to be champion every year, with fantastic public that they are behind. Good organized club, like I was used to it. So actually the structure didn't change much for me. Only change the place, language, and the way maybe of working, of doing things. So for me, it's I think a positive thing. They have a lot of similarity. Only I think Anderlecht have tradition, longer tradition, and to win the titles and to be in Europe. I think that they was in Europe more successful. And what Legia can take from maybe from Anderlecht is a way of working with the youth. Because in Anderlecht, especially the last 4 or 5 years, we produced a lot of young talented player. But this is not only one step when they come to the first team. This is a lot of steps behind. When they do in the youth, and the structure there is fantastic. Here I'm going to work also very close with the youth academy to see how we can produce young players to come in the first squad. And for the rest, Legia is also very good organized, like Anderlecht. It's normal when you miss from basic lineup, when you miss 6-7 players is every time, and every team in the world is lesser. But it's a possibility for some young guys who came just in the club, so they can show more, and I can give more attention to these players, and that they have the capacities for sure. This is a more mature team that when I'm used to it, and very, very concentrated. And I think when I have all the picture of the team, then we're gonna say how far we can go. But Legia stays a big team, and they achieved last season fantastically. They won the title and the cup. So this year the ambition is not different. It's going to stay the same. Only we need to keep our team all together, and maybe if we need somewhere to get some players with the quality to bring it on, because we want to be in Europe also and to go there also to get the results. So there maybe we need a larger squad, but already they have a good quality. First of all, I was very long time, in totally 14 years. First as a player, and then as assistant coach, and then as a head coach. So I passed all the categories in the club. I knew the club very, very well. We changed the politic of the club 4 or 5 years ago, because we are seeing that in the club in the youth, a lot of talents. So we wanted to push them in front. In that time being, I was the second coach, and I was a guy who also decided with the board that we're going to push still on these young guys. We push a lot of players in front, sometimes too much in once, but a good thing for the club was that the Anderlecht took the name in Europe with a good name, that they are developing young guys. The bad thing in that story was that all the big clubs in Europe, they come and they take earlier and earlier these players. So they didn't make their progress in the first squad, and that they are going abroad. And sometimes it's too early for them. So that was a negative part, that you cannot keep these young guys long enough in the team. I want my Legia to play dominant. I'm used to it, to play that, to dominate the games, to play offensively. I like that we go with wing defenders high, and that we are almost most of the time in a part of opponent. So how I'm going to achieve that is I'm going to put little by little my way of playing. And then I'm coming back that it's a pity that we don't have all the team together from the day one, so we can work on it, on the running lines, passing lines. In Anderlecht I played with a lot of intensity, so I would like the same way to introduce it here. Otherwise here is different physiognomy of the players. So I'm going to adapt there also, and I'm going to try doing different things that I did before. But I don't live in very dreams. I live in reality. Reality is that last year this Legia, they went to Europa League, but there was only figurant in the group. So this year we're going to go step by step. First you need to pass first round, and then to pass second round to be sure for Europa League. And when you have that, I hope that we have all the team together, and we're going to be strong enough to compete with the last round. And we're going to see, you need to be to have a little bit luck also, because you're going to meet anyway the big teams to go further. If we achieve that everybody is dreaming, then we did a big job. But I like to see things realistic and not dreaming too much. I find Vuko here, and I find them very, very important for me, because I speak his language, and Vuko is an ex-player, and he speaks perfectly Polish. He knows the team very good. He knows the Polish league very good. So he's going to be, for me, a big help. And on the other side, I hope that he's going to learn from me and preparing himself for later what he wanted to be. And we took, like I said, some, the club bought some young players from abroad. So these guys, they are very young, they need to make still progression. And there we need some people who can work individually with them also in the part of football. So Steven is going to work with them physically, and maybe in the time being it's like this, but we're going to talk with the club if it's possible to take somebody else still to increase the quality in the staff. But some numbers, some words I can understand, but I speak very good Serbian, but it's not similar to that. And Vuko was saying to me that when he came here first 3 months, he said also difficult, but afterwards he started to speak it. So I hope I'm going to start learning as fast as possible, because for me it's very frustrating when I don't understand what the people are saying between. So I want to know everything. My children, they are very happy to move. My wife, she's saying that it's something new, and we need to move to another country, another language. But she's very delighted to see other culture, other things. And I think as long as we are together, it's going to be fine.